acabó el partido, muchachos. Flamengo 3, Chelsea 1. Buah. Permítanme levantarme y aplaudir a los equipos que están representando a la Conmebol, muchachos. Qué bien están jugando, qué bien nos están representando, de verdad. Grande, cracks. Muy grandes, muchachos. Gana Flamengo, no solo gana, sino que remontó. Iba perdiendo 1-0 y terminó remontando 3-1. Figura de la cancha, Bruno Henrique, 100%, que venía del banco, entró y marcó la diferencia. Literal, marcó porque marcó el empate y dio la asistencia en la remontada. Y después ya llegó el tercero para decir, aquí está Flamengo, muchachos, líder de su grupo. ¡Ay, qué lindo! Qué lindo, chat, qué bien. Porque ahora sí podemos hablar con criterio cuando digan, ¡ay, es que la Champions! Calla, no hables, muchacho. ¡Ay, es que el fútbol sudamericano! Calla y respeta rangos. No sé si estoy de cuenta. Vamos a apoyar a River mañana. Más cupos para la Conmebol en el próximo Mundial.
Flamengo highly deserved to win that game. They were better than Chelsea. They worked harder. They were committed. And Chelsea is finished fourth in the Premier League. Yes, but we all know there are sometimes some stuff which doesn't work with Chelsea because they're still a young team. And today they lost it. They lost it mentally. They didn't have any creativity enough, in a way, and defensively they were nowhere near it.
Chelsea finished fourth in a very average Premier League, and you know that, it's very average Premier League. I mean, Liverpool had the league won by January. Who turned up on that day and wiped the floor with one of the best defensive teams in Europe. That's elite level football. This is kid stuff.
But having said that, looking at that Chelsea starting 11,
Yeah, but
I'm not dwelling on today. I'm just dwelling on Chelsea overall as we look ahead to start the new season. It's very blur. You look at that Chelsea, and if I'm a Chelsea fan, and Frank rightly says, obviously, they finished fourth in the Champions League and the FU from Enzo and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But if I'm a Chelsea fan, what am I excited about
at
the start of the season? What am I hanging my hat on?
I played with Liam's dad, Rory, and Liam Delap is a good player. And my God, he's got the heart of a lion. And he's physical. But he was at Man City, and that's where Maresco knows him from as a kid. He did great at Ipswich. But this is a huge step. And when we talk about the elite level teams in England needing to go to the next level, they're all looking for these strikers, Man United, even Liverpool, Arsenal. They're all looking for these strikers that are game changers, that are job savers. And you know, I just don't think Liam Delap is going to be that for him. And if I'm a Chelsea fan, I have as much trepidation about next season as I had about last. That it's going to be any more consistent. There's nothing that convinced me that they're going to take a step forward. Liverpool, how do you take a step forward? You go out and you make a statement and you sign one of the most creative players in world football. That's a statement. Arsenal need to make a statement, and I feel Chelsea have not, and that would be a concern for Enzo Maresco. And quite frankly, if they fell out the top four next year, I wouldn't be surprised.
I think that's it, Shaq, innit? And Chelsea fans to say, look, no one expected us to finish in the top four, and we did. It was a very mediocre league. And the thing is, we watch a lot of football, and when it's right, we've got to watch Chelsea.
Right.
And as a Chelsea supporter, surely, in your heart of hearts, you know you don't want to be paying a season ticket to watch what they saw last
absolutely.
season.
And which is what you're using this tournament, albeit you could package it as a pre-season friendly or friendlies for so many European clubs, but you want to see a spark of what's to come. And to your point, there's not a whole lot to hang your hat on, because let's be honest, Flamengo is the better football. Played all the football in this game. In Chelsea's defence, I thought Delap and Neto, nice partnership, but again, nice, nothing really to...
Palmer looked lost on the right.
That's the thing for me. And as much as I thought that Delap and Neto looked good together as a front two, you had nothing to discuss about Cole Palmer. And then you're thinking, well, okay, there's going to be a little bit of a competition between Delap and Nicholas Jackson for that striking position, and then pre-season friendly or not, you cannot. Your position's under threat. You cannot do that.
What do you do with him, Cher?
Well, right now I'm not sure what you can do with him. He signed 9 years back in December. or something ridiculous like that. And now you bring in Liam Delap as a challenger. You would think at this point, and Nicholas Jackson is doing his best to be in Maresca's bad books here. You know, even in a game such as this, whether you want to call it a preseason friendly or not, you do not leave.
Work in Portuguese, trabalho. They got the trabalho. Unbelievable scenes, man. Unbelievable scenes. I've been telling people this Chelsea side does not fill me with confidence. When I watch them as a neutral, I'm just never convinced. The Conference League final, wasn't convinced. The way they qualified for Champions League football on the last match day of the season, the way they even scored, wasn't convinced. And this Chelsea side is meant to go into the Champions League season 25-26 and do what exactly? Nah, I'm not buying it. I am not buying it. Can he do it in the Premier League? Forget that. That sentence, that question has got to die now. Can he do it against South American teams? That's the new question. That's what you should be asking any player that comes or that you discover. Any player that comes somewhere that's new, ask the question, can he do it against South American teams? Because all of this running and all of this physicality and the physicality of the Premier League and this and the way, the intensity of the Premier League, all of these myths have got to die now. Because once it's hot, yeah, and running doesn't help you as much as when it's cold, when it's time to play football, that's when you see the real teams on top.